What up, everybody? Trying to get this shit set up still. Give me a minute. I want to send the right people over this way. Uh, what up, everybody? My bad. I'm just trying to get this shit set up. Hold up. My bad, y'all. My bad. Trying to tag the right people. I need some NFC South motherfuckers to come over here. All right. There's a lot of shit going on tonight on here. Damn. All right, man. So I'm gonna say my piece about the Panthers here. Bro, we're playing the Rams on Sunday, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it ain't no rah-rah, it ain't no damn uh bullshit fan stuff coming from me, bro. We're playing arguably the best team in the fucking conference on Sunday, and unless the Rams play down to us, I'm expecting it to be an ass kicking, which is unfortunate because this is a home game for us, and it's our last game before the bye week. And Tampa's playing Arizona, and we really need to win this game. And the only ways I see us winning is if the Rams play down to us and not up to their own level, or if the Panthers pull one of those Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde fucking weeks out their ass. Those are really the only ways I see us winning, because I think this is an L. What's going on, man?
Can you hear my TV or anything? I just want to make sure. I want to make sure to get copyrighted.
I can hear like muffled shit in the background, but I don't think it's anything that'll get picked up by YouTube.
Well, I mean, I was kind of listening to you, and I mean, I think that the whole division shit for another fucking year. It's fucking once again a shitty division. I mean, we shouldn't be even in a position to be competing for the division with how south our season is going. But I mean, I was just thinking, like, if Tampa loses this weekend and we win and y'all lose, we'll only be a game back.
Tampa did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Because Baker was already showing signs he was hurt, and then they were like, right before halftime, go back out there and throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
That he couldn't even get all the way down the field because he was already in pain.
And you mean to tell me that a week after that, he's good to go? Hell.
Yeah, they're saying he just sprained his shit. It looked like he was hurting a lot worse than a sprain.
No.
If he was already hurt and he went out there and threw that shit as hard and as far as he could, I thought he tore a ligament or something at least.
It looked like that. They had him in a sling on the sideline. You mean to tell me less than a week later, because they played at night, he's fucking good to go?
Do you think part of that might be Tampa just bullshitting their hand because they don't want to tip their hand to the rest of the division right now?
Well, they saw how Bridgewater looked also. Bridgewater ain't in football shape. So I think that's why they're fucking willing to risk Baker and his health even further, because they know that no other quarterback on their rosters, and I mean, their backup's not in fucking football shape.
I'm surprised Teddy even came back.
Yeah. I just think he came. I think he came back because he's waiting for this shit down in Miami to get resolved, so he can go back coaching over there. He doesn't want to be playing; he wants to be coaching.
That's what I was going to say. He did a damn good job coaching when he was retired last year. So I was like, why in the hell would you come back to be a backup in the NFL?
Well,
Other
because
than maybe he
they
needed money.
they suspended him. You know the story behind that, right?
I don't know the whole story behind his coaching thing. What up, Awesomeness?
And it's kind of fucked up too because he was coming out of pocket his own. He was going to give his own money to the program, and then the fuckers down there, I guess, like the head association said you can't do that, and they suspended him. So I guess they're waiting for that to get resolved. But he doesn't want to be playing right now. That's why I think they're rushing Baker back. But
I guess that
like,
was his way out of it to have money
yeah,
coming in for the year.
but it's not gonna like if that's the best fucking backup Tampa can find, then
But I mean, dude, this is my thing with NFL players, though. If you've been in the league as long as a Teddy Bridgewater, you should have enough money that if you
yeah,
retire, you don't need to work unless you want to work.
well, you would
You know,
say he
like there's
wants.
there's a lot of retired people in like everybody's
Well,
local community who still work a part-time job just because they don't want to sit at the house all day.
you would say that's the case, but I'm looking at fucking Bridgewater and he's not in shape at all. So I think that's why they honestly rushed Baker back. If they had a backup that was in shape, they just, I mean, why the fuck would you play him versus the Cardinals? Other than the fact that they may fuck themselves over. If they lose Sunday, they're in trouble. Tampa is.
If we would have just beat the Niners, Tampa would have been in trouble.
Yeah. No, because
We
they'll have
fucked
been at this point.
ourselves by not being prepared
Yeah.
offensively for that game because now we're playing the Rams. And like I said, when you came in here, unless the Rams play down to us or we have one of those games where we just decide to actually be an NFL team, I think we're losing.
The Rams are the best team in the fucking league. At this point, the
I
Rams are
watched
probably
the
the
Rams
team.
play this year, and Matthew Stafford's playing out of his mind. I really think we're going to lose.
The Rams are probably at this point. I would say the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl if it
I think
works
Matthew
out.
Stafford is the front runner for MVP easy
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
absolutely. The Rams will probably be my Super Bowl pick at this point because with all the fucking, I mean, just look at what's happened over the past 2 days. All the upsets we've had.
Huh. It's all good, Jerry. I just wanted some NFC South people to come over here for this. I didn't want to do it everything by myself the whole damn stream. You know what I mean? I can't speak for Falcons, Saints, and Bucks fans.
I can speak for the Falcons. We fucked ourselves earlier in the year when we really fucked ourselves when we lost y'all the second time, and we had that big lead early in the game. Because if we would have just won that game, I get fucking injuries, but that can't be an excuse. If we would have just been able to close out that fucking game, I think our outlook is completely different right now because we're ahead of y'all. We're fucking right there with Tampa, and we still play Tampa again. But because we couldn't fucking beat y'all, you know, we've really fucked ourselves in that aspect.
Yeah.
So, like I say, I don't know if you were to ask me right now, Tampa probably still ends up winning this division, but I don't know if this weekend goes. If this is another bad weekend for Tampa, it might be different.
I'm
But
hoping Tampa finds a way to lose. I really don't think Baker's 100%. And
oh, he's definitely not. No,
if
and
if you're
like
the Cardinals, you need to be taking advantage of that.
and that's like an injury that lingers.
When something affects your throwing arm or shoulder as a quarterback,
I don't
that's not
think it's a
good.
I don't think it's his throwing arm though, is it?
You might have a point. I think when he got up before halftime, he was holding his left shoulder. I think
It might not be, but even
that might
still,
be why they're going to let him play because it's not his throwing arm.
yeah. But even still, even if it's not his throwing arm, that could still
Yeah, I
affect his
mean,
strength.
one wrong sack and he's not getting up. He's on the field. We're having a 10, 15-minute injury break.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, I do think is going to be probably ugly for us, but that doesn't necessarily mean our season's over because
Well,
we still have to play Tampa twice to end the
yeah.
season.
Y'all probably beat Tampa once.
If we could
Y'all,
beat Tampa and have like at least a half a game better record than them, we win. But I think I was saying this in Simus's chat earlier. I don't even know if I want to win the playoffs just to get bounced in the first round if Bryce is going to keep playing like this.
well, I'm gonna tell you this much. For as long as y'all have waited to not get to the fucking playoffs, you should be wanting to make it.
I mean, I want to win the division and go
You
to the
should be wanting
playoffs,
to make it.
but I want to
Realize
win a fucking Super Bowl, man. I'm tired
I
of not
understand that.
winning a Super Bowl.
Listen. That's not even in my mind right now. The last time we both made the playoffs was the same year. I don't care if we get in and we fucking. I said I don't care if we're the 7th seed and we get bounced 40-0. I just want us to be in the fucking playoffs at this point.
I mean, the last time we did make the playoffs, that's what happened. We had a bunch of injured wide receivers, and Cam Newton had us 4th and goal with one play away from beating the Saints on the wild card that year.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Now I have all those wide receivers. They'll probably win.
Those guys wasn't even in the league like a year or two after that either.
Yeah, that was the year before y'all got DJ Moore, right?
It was the year before we drafted McCaffrey, I believe.
No, I think McCaffrey was with y'all for that.
McCaffrey, I'm pretty sure McCaffrey was our first round pick in 2018.
I thought he was y'all's first round pick in like 60. I know McCaffrey wasn't with y'all for the Super Bowl. I know he ain't been in the league that long, but I thought he entered no, McCaffrey was a top 10 pick. It must have been 17.
We
Y'all
drafted
suck.
him in 2017, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's why
First
I said
round.
McCaffrey was.
Because we were bad the year after the Super Bowl. That's right.
Yeah.
I knew it was 17, 18 that time period.
I just can't fucking believe Chicago went in there and won. Man.
Yeah, I wish Chicago would suck as much as Bears fans talked shit to us about that fucking trade for the first pick a couple years ago.
They got their coach though. Was the thing. I've said, and this is the thing, man. It's not even so much about now. Bryce might be a different fucking story. In all honesty, I think Bryce has the coach. But I do think y'all keep Bryce. I think next year is going to be the big year for Bryce. He's the number 1 pick. Y'all give him 4 years. Next year's probably the big year for Bryce. Like I haven't said this like after y'all beat us. I still think y'all are 1 year away from really fucking contending to win this division.
We need to get some more pieces on defense for sure.
Definitely. Y'all don't got that Luke Kuechly.
I don't know what we're going to do with Rico after the season's over.
Y'all better fucking resign him.
I think he's 27, and you know how teams are about running backs getting close to 30.
Yeah, but I mean, running backs are kind of at a resurgence.
But if you ask me, I'd sign him to a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
And have him and Chuba be the running backs for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Because even if we change quarterbacks, whatever quarterback would come in here would have a running game.
Yeah. And a running game of defense travels. Not every quarterback travels, but running game of defense, I can travel.
What do you think about what Jerry said?
The Saints are a fucking awful team, and we went in there and we beat them. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I can kind of see what he's saying, but still, fuck the Saints.
I think I was listening to bits and pieces of that game last week, and it did sound.
Yeah.
It did sound like the Saints would take like 1 step forward and 20 steps back.
That's what it was the entire game. No, they're an awful team. But, I mean, hey, we just wanted it more than them. We didn't fuck it up like they did.
They didn't fuck it up like we did.
Yeah,
I was like, of course we would lose to the Saints, bro. Of course we would. It
I
wouldn't be
mean,
a fucking NFC South season without at least one bullshit game.
well, I mean, y'all had a very big opportunity against San Francisco, and I mean, it's like, sure, the better team won, and San Francisco was at home, but I mean,
That's what makes me
Purdy
mad is we get 3 picks in the first half.
Purdy threw three
A
interceptions.
good team takes advantage of that,
Oh
and
yeah,
we're up at least 21-0 on them, or 21-7 at least at halftime if we take advantage
y'all
of
are at
that.
least ahead, yeah. But I don't, man. I kind of knew that y'all were probably gonna have that reality check game. It's like with us earlier in the year. We went
I
out there
was
and
worried
everyone
about
was
it
going,
because that's just how Bryce is, man.
mm,
Usually, if he has a really good game, the next game he's like, eh.
hey,
The whole team really. It's like,
you know.
dude, we beat the Packers and then lost to the Saints. It's been like that all year for
But
us.
like I'm gonna tell you this, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't. Yeah, I mean, look, y'all have been year after year a laughing stock, and the fact is now y'all finally are having a somewhat competitive season. I think you would at least take this as a step forward overall, all things considered.
Oh no, I most of my fan base has agreed this year that we this is the first time since Tepper's on the team we've actually showed signs of improving for real and not just them saying we look better.
Yeah.
Because I've been telling them, prove that shit on the field. I'm tired of hearing y'all say, "Oh, we
But
feel
next
good about
year,
the season. Just go out there and feel good on Sundays." That's all I care
y'all will
about.
probably finish. I mean, if Tampa falls apart, y'all have a chance to win the division because y'all swept us. But man, y'all probably finish somewhere around 8 wins. Y'all got some money this off season.
Y'all play
Next,
Tampa still?
yeah, we play them. We play them on Thursday night in a couple of weeks.
See if you guys can fuck around and beat Tampa too. That would help
See, that's a Kirk spot too. That's a
because we're what we basically have the same division record as
yeah.
Tampa. We just have a loss and they don't because of the Saints.
That's a that's a Kirk Cousins game too. That
And
game
if
in
you
Tampa.
guys would help us out and beat them in between, then it will really come down to the 2 games we play with Tampa. That's why I think they haven't said what time and day we're playing the last week of the season because I've said for weeks I think they're gonna flex that shit to a Saturday or Sunday night game.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully, both you motherfuckers can collapse and we can find a way to win the division. But I think the only way that happens is I think we got to run the table because of we fucked around against y'all.
And if you guys really want Raheem out of there, you don't want us in Tampa to implode and you guys to start catching fire
I
because they
think
will not fire him if that happens.
I think, dude. I think at this point, really thinking about it, if I think if Raheem wins Sunday, we're at 5 wins. This team's gonna fuck around and win a game they're not supposed to. It'd probably be something like that Tampa game.
Y'all
I wouldn't even.
always do. You'll be like, you'll have a game where you have to win it after that too,
Yeah,
or it's over. I
we'll
feel like that
finish.
happens to y'all a lot the last eight
Oh
years.
yeah, we'll finish. We're gonna finish with like 8 wins, and this motherfucker will be back. I hope it doesn't happen, but we'll finish with like 8 wins, and this motherfucker's gonna be back.
I wouldn't be surprised if we finished 8-9 or 9-8.
That's where I think y'all are probably about. And I wouldn't be shocked if Tampa finishes with like 9 wins and they win the division that way.
I mean, I'll be disappointed if we don't win the division, but I will be actually glad because, dude, we haven't. I think I told you we haven't won more than 7 games under Tepper since
Oh,
he bought the team. So I'll take it.
yeah.
I mean, I might not be ecstatic, but I'll at least be glad that okay, we can be a better team. We're not cursed to be
Well,
ass
see,
forever.
it's progress for y'all. For us, it's just we should have been fucking winning the past couple of years, and we really passed it all up because now y'all are getting better. I think the only team that I really don't know what if they're actually getting better or if they're just kind of stuck where they are is Tampa.
Well, didn't we give up on Cam before y'all gave up on Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
So you had that time plus the time it took for David Tepper to realize how to be a fucking owner.
We had Brady. I always say the time when we should have been really getting our shit together is right after Brady retired. That's when we should have. That's what got Arthur Smith fired. Is the fact that that season was supposed to be the season we got our shit together and we were able to win the division, and we didn't end up doing it.
That's hard when Brady was still in the division.
Yeah, but I mean, shit.
I mean, that motherfucker just wouldn't go away.
Well, that's how I kind of feel about Tampa now, but it's more so just like at the end of the day, I think Tampa, I really think they scored luck with Baker at the same time.
It's still crazy that every quarterback they get that's good enough to make them a playoff team, it's always another team's quarterback. Tampa's never had a franchise quarterback.
Oh,
That's what's crazy to
it's
me. As
gonna be the
old as
final
they are,
play. Yeah,
I mean,
no,
every other team in the league has at least had that one quarterback we all go, that was the best quarterback we've ever had right there.
well, for Tampa, it would probably be Brady.
Yeah, but
If
he's a
Baker,
Patriots guy.
yeah, but I mean, he's a great. Oh shit, going deep.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
meant like
that it
a player
down.
that you drafted, though.
Yeah, I understand that.
Tampa's never drafted a quarterback that was anything
Well,
more than a backup.
well, I mean, Drew Brees is that guy for New Orleans, and they didn't draft him. I don't
That's
necessarily
true.
think you got to draft the. I mean, you don't got to draft the guy, but he's just got to be there long term. And like, I guess fucking Baker could be that if he stays in Tampa long term. But the thing with Baker, the
I mean,
style,
I guess Brad Johnson is their guy. I don't know.
yeah, the style. Well, no, I don't even think so either. I don't think anyone down there
I don't think
considers
you
him
could
that
say
guy.
anybody really because Brad Johnson sucked, bro.
Yeah, I think.
That Tampa team was just good enough to overcome Brad Johnson being a mid quarterback.
Well, it was also a time in the league where you had the Ravens win a Super Bowl with their defense. You had Tampa win a Super Bowl with their defense. There are a lot of teams like that.
That was a lot of playing defense and running the football in the early 2000s, though.
And do you notice that it kind of feels like that's what the league is trying to go back to, but you really don't know if they're fully going back to that.
I've I've thought that a few times this year, but I think that's a result from the league being so pass heavy. Like everybody, excuse me, everybody's running cover three beaters and shit like that.
Yeah. No, I think, yeah. Yeah. Mm. I don't know, man. I think the big thing with the league is that after, like, I'm gonna say it, like, we have we just I think you've said it as well. We have left. We just got done with the greatest era of quarterbacks this league has seen. Brady, Breeze, Manning, Matt
I,
Ryan, Roethlisberger. You
oh
know,
yeah,
even like it didn't get any better. It was the era of quarterbacks, and now if you notice, you know, a lot of these teams, man, yes, there are good quarterbacks, but at the same time, it feels like a lot of these quarterbacks increasingly, like even the Darnolds and the Daniel Joneses, like they're reliant on great coaches.
yeah, yeah. Uh, I, when I said that, I think it was a few weeks ago on your channel. But when I said that, it's like if you watch or if you just look at quarterback stats on any given Sunday, it's like quarterback play around the league is a lot more underwhelming now.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, I don't think we've had a 5,000 yard passer in several years.
But I keep telling people, like, some people have tried to say, no, we didn't. I'm like, bro, we literally just came off the greatest era in NFL history for quarterbacks. Look at all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks that were in
especially
the league 10
yeah,
years ago.
especially statistically speaking.
Yeah, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning,
Yeah,
three of the statistically greatest passers in league history
like
were
even
in the league
now,
at the same
yeah,
time.
like even now, Mahomes, and I think I saw something. Mahomes is like second in the league in passing yards. I mean, that's the other thing. I don't follow stats like I used to because, like, I used to know. I don't even know who's leading the league in passing yards at this point. I really don't.
I look at it every few weeks or so, give
I don't really look
like
at it like that
give
anymore.
teams a chance to like actually do something.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
don't keep
no.
up with it like I did like 2015.
And like, here's the thing too. Like, if you notice, you have a lot of like, especially today, a lot of receivers are like. I mean, JSN, he's gonna easily probably break 2,000 yards if he continues at this pace. You know,
Yeah, he set the Seahawks franchise record for receiving yards.
yeah, he did that shit in like week 12. I mean, that's just it's crazy. They still got a whole third of the season to go, but you
And the
got all these
Seahawks had fucking Steve Largent back in the day.
skill position players setting these records, but the quarterbacks, they're just. I mean, even Mahomes, it feels like he's still clearly, probably the most notable one because of the amount of rings he's won. But I mean, who really is the best quarterback? I mean, Matthew Stafford has been this year, but who overall would people say is the best quarterback in the league? Overall.
I think last year's Super Bowl and this season so far is kind of what I've noticed about the Chiefs is Mahomes, man. His athleticism is what has made him really good
Oh yeah.
so far in his career. And I was looking at it. I've been looking at it this year, like, damn. If it wasn't for the really good coaching and his athleticism, he'd be like a backup quarterback somewhere.
Well,
I
I mean,
think
yeah.
if you put him on the Saints and he gets hurt and can't move as well as he used to, he'd be ass.
I mean, dare
You
I
could just
say
put him
it?
on the Saints probably, and he might just be ass.
Yeah. No, I don't think like that's the thing. There's such a reliance on great coaching. That's why I tell people when they don't realize how great Matt Ryan actually was. It's no, maybe he never won a ring, but do people realize how much shit Matt Ryan had to deal with? He went through three head coaches. I mean, he had a new offensive coordinator every 2 to 3 years, and he still consistently put out 4,000 yard seasons and made so many receivers look good. He got Taylor Gabriel a nice contract. He made Austin Hooper look good late in his career. He did all that stuff. That's why I don't think you actually real and like even
There's a
myself, I didn't.
reason that
Yeah,
everybody used to say that the NFC South was the toughest division in football.
the quarterbacks.
We all had pretty decent defenses back then.
Yeah, well,
But you had two league MVPs and a Super Bowl winning quarterback in that division.
yeah. Now, I mean, none of our teams outside of Tampa have found that answer post the guys that
Yeah,
we had.
you got Baker who's finally reached his potential in Tampa, and you
Yeah,
got the Saints have a rookie and a second year quarterback who are like blah. And the Falcons and the Panthers have a young quarterback who still hasn't really like we've seen flashes of it, but he still ain't really fucking put it together.
well, this Penix injury,
And that really
this
hurts y'all.
this might do him in because they're saying like they were saying 9 to 12 months. Now they're saying like 9 months would be the best case scenario, where
He might be out most of the next year or
it
two.
might.
Damn.
And dude, if he's out most of next year, At
And y'all
that
don't have
point,
a
man,
first round pick. Oh
well,
fuck.
we'll have a first round pick in 27.
I kind of
But
understand Slit a bitching a little bit now because I'd be sick.
well, and
I don't know why he wants
unless
Belichick so bad because I'll tell you as a Tar Heels fan, Slit,
yeah,
Belichick ain't done nothing but turned us into a fucking laughing stock.
The thing with Belichick, I wanted Belichick 2 years ago. I don't want him now. I really
Not
don't.
while
I
he's
just
dating that fucking 24-year-old
oh hell
girl.
no, not
Hell
not
no.
when he's being a fucking Herbert. Hell
That
no.
girl controls everything Belichick
That
does.
girl could
She's
that girl
turning
could be his
UNC into a
fucking
fucking joke.
that girl could be his fucking granddaughter. That's a sad thing about him.
It's creepy for sure.
Yeah. There's got to be some fucking agreement, or I don't even know if they're officially married or not.
I think most people would agree at this point. Brady is why the Patriots were good, not
Yeah.
Belichick.
But Brady, I think, is
Because
such a
Brady went to the
rare.
Bucks and didn't miss a beat, and Belichick was ass
We'll
after
see.
Brady left.
The thing is, though, Brady is such a rare quarterback that like it's almost like unmatched. Now,
Well, I
I
mean,
do
he did
think,
admit his ex-wife used to do witchcraft on him. So
yeah. Now, I will say, I think every quarterback as they get older, I think they are in more of a position to be able and do what Brady did in Tampa, but I mean, look at Matthew Stafford and the Rams. And now he has probably, I would say McVay's even a better coach than Reed now because I think, man, McVay, you look at like a lot of these coaches in the league, you know, nearly a fourth of the league came from McVay. Like that. And he's doing all that and he's still not even 40.
it's
I don't
weird
know.
too in the NFL now because it's like every time everybody in the league's ready to give up on a quarterback is when they finally start playing like everybody thought they would coming out of college.
See, that's why I fully don't want to give up on Penix because, but at the same
I
time,
think
I don't think you can wait.
I think these rookies every year are coming into the league the most unprepared we've ever had college players because like the offensive linemen around the league, they don't really get good till they've been in the league for a few years. The
Yeah.
quarterbacks are like that too. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks till their second or third contract to really finally reach the potential you've seen coming out of college.
Or you got to have a great coach.
That's the
I
thing
mean,
too. We just came out of the greatest era for coaches and quarterbacks. There's a lot of
well,
coaches that are head coaches now that used to be coordinators, and we all know how that goes. Some people are better coordinators than head
well,
coach.
but the thing is, I also think that the coaches have a very big say in how good the quarterbacks are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Most of the great
Yeah.
minds at head coach are retired or passed away.
Yeah. But also, I mean, you look at it, McVay, I mean, McVay, I
McVay
mean,
is one of the best young minds in
yeah,
the pro level.
Shanahan, Peyton, Reed,
Because even
probably.
when the Rams are like kind of mid for a year, they like it's like the next year they're like one
Boom.
of the best teams in the
Yeah,
conference again. It's like McVay knows what
immediately.
he's
So,
doing. They might have a down year, but they will come back.
yeah. And I think Ben Johnson's probably on his way to being that too. Like what
I
he's
mean,
doing with Chicago right now,
yeah, I did not think
it's
the Bears would be that good this year.
I really didn't either. I mean, it's just crazy. And
The
like
NFC is insane this year.
the
Nobody's really
thing,
talking about it.
the thing is the style of ball. Like I just saw the Bears beat the Eagles. That style of ball they play, it travels.
I miss DJ Moore, man. Every time I watch a Bears game,
Yeah, but like
I
I
see Bryce have a
honestly,
shitty game, and then I watch DJ Moore catch a touchdown. I'm like, fuck, man.
right now, yeah, Bryce is. I mean, Bryce just got tech this year too. Like that's the other thing. Like Bryce, never got to play with a solid receiver, number one, before this year. But like I talking about the Bears for a second, I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears end up in the NFC Championship this year. Kind of like how Washington did. I wouldn't be shocked if we got a Bears Rams NFC Championship.
I don't know. I think somehow I think Philly's going to find a way to get their asses
Uh,
back in it.
I don't think so. I think Philly is. I don't think Philly's going back to the Super Bowl this year. I just don't. But dude,
I
how do
think the
you?
Rams are the favorite for
Oh
to
yeah,
win to be NFC champions right now.
but dude, I don't know.
The
Like
way they're playing ball,
definitely, but dude, I don't know who the fuck is coming out the AFC. If Kansas City, Baltimore, and Buffalo all miss, and that looks like a possibility, I don't know who the fuck comes out of the AFC. I mean, maybe fucking Denver or
because
Indy.
shit now Burrow's back and they just whooped the Ravens' ass. And I predicted the Ravens to come back and win that division when Lamar came back. But
Yeah, it looked like they won.
Lamar's had like 3 mid fucking games in a row.
Lamar might be at that point where he's slowing down because of all those injuries. Like, how much longer do they have? Like, maybe they can get one more good year out
It's
of him.
as much talent as the Ravens have put around Lamar over the years. They should be beyond pissed off that they didn't at least make a Super Bowl appearance.
Yes, absolutely.
There was a couple of years I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl. They were so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I
Lamar
don't.
and them always get inconsistent as fuck when it matters the most.
Yeah,
They're like the opposite of the fucking Panthers.
yeah,
We get inconsistent out of nowhere, really.
yeah.
Well, I don't even know if I can say that. We're always fucking inconsistent. We'll be a good team when we can stop being so inconsistent. That's one of the things we're missing.
Yeah.
Get us a good linebacker and figure out how to be
Y'all need
more
that
consistent.
linebacker. Y'all need that linebacker.
Because I mean, you got to think about it. It's only Dave Canales' second year as a head
Yeah.
coach in the league, so it's only Bryce's second year in his system. So realistically, they might, regardless whether they pick up his fifth year or not, he's going to be here next year, and they're probably going to look at that as his third year, even though it's his fourth year.
Y'all will pick up his fifth year option because you still want that. Regardless, you want that leniency with him.
I don't know, man. His QBR has actually gotten worse this year. I think this is the worst QBR season he's had so far. Which means, like, QBR is like an individual stat. It's not a team
Yeah.
stat. That reflects that he's playing worse than he ever has. The numbers just don't show
Not
that.
against us. Not
That's what I
against
keep
us.
telling everybody. If we could play Atlanta every week, this motherfucker would be prime Tom Brady.
Shoot.
I
I
need them
don't
to start telling him, everybody just paint the Falcons logo on whatever team we play that year so Bryce will fucking flip whatever switch it. I guess he really fucking hates Georgia.
and especially when he comes to the fucking bins. Like he turns it up.
It's got to
For
be the
some
SEC shit, man.
man, it's that air in there. It's just that's
Because
I
Cam
don't know.
on his show
Maybe
was talking about it too. He
maybe
said I
Bryce
used
should
to get
play for
fired up to
us.
go down there.
Maybe Bryce should play for us. Maybe we'd fucking win every home game.
That would be crazy. Undefeated at home every year and winless on the road.
Yeah.
Well, 8-9 every year, or 8-9 one year, 9-8 the next year. Because that
Yeah.
fucking extra game rotates.
Yeah. No, it's crazy though. It's really crazy. But I just think, talking about our division for a moment, I really think that
The only hope for in general, and obviously, fuck the other three teams. I just care if my team gets good or not. But for the division in general, the only real hope for it not to continue being just mediocre overall is if Bryce does take that next step. Like that's really the only hope. If not, because I don't honestly know what next year looks like. Even if we go on some improbable run to end the year this year and we somehow luck our way into winning the division, I don't know if that changes much for how next year looks, because I don't know if you're bringing Kirk back with that cap hit. Now if Kirk fucking goes on an improbable run, you may have to, but if not, then
He
you're
played pretty good
probably
last week.
yeah. But I mean, once again, that was against the Saints. Like it's, I'll tell you this: if we got to beat the Jets this week, if they can somehow beat Seattle, then I think after that, then we
Y'all
play
should beat the
Tampa.
Jets.
We should, and then if we can somehow beat Seattle, and then go into that Tampa game, and
Kirk is better than all the quarterbacks the Jets got.
oh, absolutely, yeah, Kirk is honestly, I mean,
Even at
a
this stage in his career, he's better than
yeah,
Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor.
even
I'm sorry, Tyrod. Apparently we've all been saying his name wrong. It's apparently Tyrod Taylor.
well, the thing is, like at
That's
the
what
same
Baker
time,
said.
yeah, the thing is that like it's just, man, I don't know. Even if we do go on some run to end the year, I don't know if you could bring Kirk back with that cap hit. So you might have to. We might end up signing like an Anthony Richardson or Mac Jones next year, or maybe a Joe Flacco.
I could see that.
Yeah, but like it ain't gonna be like we're fucking this year's Colts or anything. Like I don't. I think we got the talent to be,
Especially
but like as long as we have the coaching here, I don't think we're ever gonna be that. I would love for that to be the case next year, but
especially if Penix is out for most of next
yeah,
season. Hell, you might even need to try to take a second or you got your second round pick still, right?
yeah, I don't think you can afford to take a quarterback there. I think you probably got to take a wide receiver still, or you got to add a nose tackle or pick. I mean, there's several places you could go with that second
Is
round pick. I
is
don't think
Algier on the books next year?
no,
You
I
might
don't
have
think
to look at a running back if
I don't
things
think
don't work
he's.
out.
Well, you can see the thing is you could get a running back like that in the fourth or fifth round.
He's probably going to test the market though, see if
Yeah,
he can win a
absolutely.
starting job somewhere.
Yeah, he'll get like 12 or 13 million, I think, to play somewhere actually.
He's going to try to prove he could be the next Rico Dowdle or something.
Yeah, no. I honestly I could see, I mean, he could probably get a starting job a lot of places. I mean, he's the type of guy that like you could lean on to be that workhorse to win you a couple games.
Yeah, because some teams really suck at running the ball.
Yeah.
But I think some of that scheme because they don't know how to set the
Yes.
run up. You got to
Some of
set
the
the run up to run the ball.
Yeah, some of these teams they just don't know. They don't know. And I even think we're that's the case with us. Honestly, I don't think they know actually. The reason why Bijan's numbers don't look the way they should is because we don't know how to actually set up the fucking run, I think. I mean, we can do it sometimes, but we just don't know how to set up the run. We'll run for like 1 or 2 yards on first down, then like second and third down. Now, this was with Penix in there. We would throw and we'd go three and out. That's not setting up the run. That's not. I mean, the thing with the run game is you got to be patient with it.
That's what a lot of coaches suck at. Dave Canales pisses me off about that. Dude, you have to let running backs get in a rhythm like a quarterback, or it's the running game's not going to be there.
Yeah,
You have to just eat shit on 2 yard gains sometimes or a 1 yard gain
and
because
then but
it will
see,
eventually open up.
yeah, and then like if you do pass on second down, you do it on like a short play action.
You have to be, that's what coaches suck at now. Sometimes you have to be stubborn about running the ball. Even if you want to call a passing play, you keep running it until they're just going to assume you're going to run it. They'll run like a play action or something and catch them wide ass open over the top.
Or simple, you run for 1 or 2 yards on first down. Then second down, if you do something, you have your tight end, on a short passing option, and then you have your slot receiver going over the middle. Like
That's what
that's
a lot of teams do too. You set up the run, you run a play on first down, run and
Dude,
play, hand the ball off.
that's
If
where
you
Drake
get if you
London's so
get three or
effective.
more, usually you go into some kind of play action or some kind of fake to see if you can get a chunk of yardage on second down.
That's where Drake London's so effective.
Do
That
you do
that's
you
not.
watch any of these guys who they react to the highlights of games?
I see some of it, but I don't really react to a lot of them because a lot of these guys don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. A
No,
lot of
that's why
these,
I think it's funny because there's this guy. Every time I watch him react to a Falcons game, he and Drake London does anything. He plays that clip of a Soldier Boy going Drake.
yeah,
So every time I see Drake London do anything now, all I hear is Drake
yeah,
because he was putting up some yards on us.
yeah. He always. That's what I noticed. He always kind of does tend to put up yards on y'all.
Roddy White used to do that sometimes back in the day
Oh,
too. It's
oh, and
something
who
about there's always that one
hey,
Falcons wide receiver,
Julio always used to light y'all up.
except for a few times when Josh Norman was covering him.
Oh, but if Josh Norman wasn't covering him, he was automatically lighting
Yeah,
y'all
that
up.
game that Benabe and Wickery was covering Julio is I think the game we gave up like over 200 something fucking yards to
That was a
Julio.
300-yard game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And I think Benabe and Wickery got hurt in that game trying to cover Julio.
Yeah,
I mean, he basically ended that man's career because everybody knew he couldn't guard the top guys like that after that.
yeah. And I mean, that was Julio every week essentially, though. The only team that, like, I will say, it felt like for the most part, like, it kind of pissed me off. The only team that felt like could, somewhat keep Julio in check was the Saints.
Oh man, the Saints when they had Jimmy Graham. That shit used to piss me off watching him do that dunk over the goalpost every
Yeah.
fucking week.
Or as that one time he did in the Georgia Dome when it broke the goalpost.
And then the NFL started banning the shit because they didn't want to have to keep fixing goalposts.
Well, that was originally Tony Gonzalez's thing.
Yeah, I think after Jimmy Graham broke it though, the league was like, okay, we can't be having y'all doing this because there was a few times in pre games where somebody had tilted the fucking crossbar doing that shit, and the league was getting sick of people doing it.
Yeah. No, but I think the only way, like, this division's going to get better and just not be, because I think we're heading towards another fucking year of, like, this division being overall mediocre to end the year. And, like, Tampa's essentially, I was going to say this earlier, Tampa's essentially doing this year what we did last year, it feels like.
It almost reminds me of 2014. we all kind of sucked, and then it just came down to us in the Georgia Dome, I think, at the end of the year.
Yeah. Well, the difference between 2014 and this year is that 2014, everyone kind of sucked out of the stretch. Tampa, I mean, it felt like this year, though, everyone kind of came out a little hot. Tampa was, I'll never forget
Oh,
after
we
Tampa
we
beat
were
San
like 0 and
Francisco.
2 to start the year, dude. We
But I
started
mean,
off
I'm talking
slow.
about like, 6 through 6, 7 weeks. I don't think you can ever measure shit after like 2 or 3 weeks. You always got to wait until like week 7 to really start measuring that crap. The thing is that like we beat Buffalo. Y'all, were over 500 like week 7. Tampa had just beaten San Francisco and they were considered maybe the best team in the league. And remember when Baker was considered the MVP front runner at that point?
Yeah,
Like that was
they hit this tough stretch of games, and his stock, in my opinion, has been going down
yeah.
because he's had some mediocre games during this stretch.
And now that he's injured, like it could really like they might lose a game that they're not supposed to.
I think we could get one on him. We should have had
Yeah, I
one on
think
him last year if
you know.
Chuba wouldn't have fumbled the fucking
Man,
ball.
when's the last time y'all beat them even?
Uh, Honestly, it might be the last year Brady played there, and we beat them 21-3.
I think that's the case actually,
Because
because
I
I
think we
think
were the first team to hold Brady without a touchdown in like some crazy ass number of days or something.
well,
And that's
but
when I was like, Brady's probably done.
well, but the other thing too is like if you look at it though, it's kind of like you notice though sometimes in the league things are just like due to happen. Like y'all were honestly due to sweep us. It went 12 years. I don't think you ever see. I mean, you see it, but you don't see it a whole lot where a team goes 12 years without being swept by another team in the division. So y'all are due to. I think that's the thing. Y'all are due to probably beat Tampa once. And the other thing is, like, you look at teams that win 5 straight division titles. You think of, like the Patriots and the Chiefs and even Buffalo, you don't think of like Tampa, who, yes, I mean, has been all right, but they haven't been anything special.
I'm just mad because I feel like they kind of overlooked the Saints. Because I'm thinking, like, y'all don't remember the beginning of last season when these motherfuckers embarrassed us and drug us and ran the score up? That's what y'all should have did to them.
Yeah,
Because I vividly remember how pissed off I was watching that game.
yeah. Oh yeah, you're talking about the first week of the season last year.
Yeah, when the Saints blew us out. Because I
Yeah.
was at the game. That was the when we played in New Orleans to begin the year. Because when we played them in Charlotte, I was at the game and we beat them just barely, but we beat them.
Hey, that's all that matters if you beat them.
Because Alvin Kamara was running all over us.
Yeah,
That seems like it happens at least one game every year or two.
yeah. But I mean, the thing is, the Saints, a lot of those guys too. Like honestly, Alvin Kamara got injured Sunday. I look at it and I go like, I can't believe he's been in the league almost 10 years. I guess that's the thing. Like time flies, dude. Like
Dude,
it's
I
so hard.
remember when Saints fans were trying to debate with us that Kamara was better than McCaffrey and shit.
Well, Kamara in his prime was electric, but like the thing is, dude, I think McCaffrey got there just at a really McCaffrey got there at a very bad time for y'all. Like if McCaffrey would have gotten there like 5 years prior, dude, y'all probably do win a fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, if we had McCaffrey on that 2015 team, We probably did. We probably would have won because we could have just handed McCaffrey the ball and not put Cam in danger of getting fucking strip sacked.
Yeah.
Because Jonathan Stewart got hurt in that Super Bowl. People forget about that. And Ron Rivera, for some reason, didn't activate Cameron Artis Payne. So we had, I think, Mike Tolbert and Fozzie Whitaker in that game.
Oh yeah. Y'all didn't have because didn't D'Angelo Williams leave a few years before that?
Yeah, Dave Gettleman cut him like he cut Steve Smith.
Mm.
He's also the one that rescinded the franchise tag on Josh Norman.
Oh yeah.
He got fired allegedly, from what I always heard, because Jerry Richardson found out that he wanted to get rid of Greg Olson and Thomas Davis too, and Jerry loves those fucking guys. Like Jerry Richardson donated money to Greg Olson's family when his baby was born with like a heart defect and was in a life threatening situation and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he loved those guys. Jerry was not going to let them get cut. He wanted them to be Panthers till they wanted to call it a career.
Neither of them were though.
No, because David Tepper took over and was like, "Yeah, y'all have been a pretty good team. Let me fuck everything up."
Yeah.
Because I mean, when he bought the team, we were coming off of a playoff trip. His first season as owner was 2018. We just lost to the Saints in the playoffs
Ollie
the
pretty
year
yeah.
before.
Well, and all I mean, though
He took over a playoff team and made us the worst team in football.
if yeah, but he didn't really do that until like after Cam got injured and everything.
He gave Cam and Ron a year and a half.
But the thing is, like, if Cam never gets injured, during that
Cam
game
was
versus
getting hurt a
Steelers,
lot there his last couple of years here.
he
He
was.
was.
But like, if he never gets injured versus Steelers, you think like maybe think. I mean,
It's
I
what
don't.
it feels like Lamar now, because Lamar, like, he keeps getting hurt. You're
Yeah,
almost like, damn, man, it feels like we're watching Cam Newton 2.0 sometimes. Because
Lamar
I
feels.
like Lamar. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
no,
I'm not a Ravens fan, but I like him. I like him as a player.
Lamar feels more like Vic. Actually, it feels like Vic. Obviously, without all
He's
the
like a
bullshit.
fusion of all the best mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, and like he has like as his career he has gone on, he's become a more smart, passer of the ball. And it does feel like he only runs kind of when he needs to, but even still that wear and tear early, man, it takes a toll. Which is why I say, maybe Lamar might have one more great season in him before like he really starts to slow down.
It takes a toll, and that's for a mobile quarterback. I mean, dude,
I
have you
want
seen Andy Dalton? That dude was a pocket passer his whole career, and he looks stiff as shit.
yeah. I mean, dude, like I wonder how much longer Josh Allen goes.
Andy
With
Dalton this year looks like Ben Roethlisberger did his last year. Because every time I watched the Steelers game that year, I was like, Ben looks so fucking stiff and uncomfortable. It's
yeah,
ridiculous. Because
he was.
when he was young in the league, he was like shake off people, and you'd be like, how in the fuck he looked too big to be able to do all that. But he used to do it all the time.
He was Big Ben, dude. Yeah.
There at the end of his career, that's what Andy Dalton looks like, man. He's just stiff. Looks like he can't see the whole field anymore. He
I mean,
can't
that's
sense a
what
pass rush
it's the
anymore.
same. Yeah, it's the same thing with, Rogers, even. Like, Rogers, the thing with him is it just really feels like, that ability to extend plays, it's kind of disappeared.
Yeah, because that was a lot of what made Aaron Rodgers great. Think of all those last second Hail Marys he's had. Like he
Oh,
has a ridiculous amount of those.
no.
I don't think he can do that anymore.
Yeah,
Sometimes
no.
Aaron Rodgers' stat line looks like a Bryce Young stat line to me, and I'm like, yeah, Rodgers is done, dude. This is a
Oh,
guy that
yeah.
used to put up 4,000 plus yards every year.
No, dude, like that isn't even what was most impressive. He used to have like he had 1 year, he had like 44 touchdowns and 2 or 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that
Like
dude in
that's
his
just
prime was crazy.
wild. It's wild that you get a
He's
quarterback that is
washed, man.
yeah, I mean
We
to
need
be
it's a case study because people like to throw the term washed out a lot. Aaron Rodgers is the definition of washed.
to be completely fucking real with it, Brady is, and even Brady in his final year, I think you could say, yeah, he was kind of washed. But I truly feel like even if maybe Brady was slowing down, Brady never fell off that fucking cliff. He never did.
Oh yeah, he wasn't gonna ruin his legacy by going all the shit like that.
But I mean, even in his final game, it wasn't pretty. Like I'll never forget for the longest time, a lot of people fucking imagined Tom Brady going out on top like Peyton did with the Super Bowl, but no, he didn't. I mean, honestly though, like I always think if he would have went out a year earlier on what was maybe his greatest statistical season, and honestly, Brady maybe should have won MVP that year. Then, dude, like, just imagine how fucking great that would be going out. But, like, he still went out throwing for 4,000 plus yards.
Damn. I don't think Brady's numbers look bad his last year, but you could
No.
tell when you watched the game, the eye test. You could tell.
Well, Tampa, I also think at that point, Tampa was just kind of. Tampa didn't have any running game that year, is the thing. That's what I really think hurt them.
And they had an old Brady and an old Gronk. I mean,
They had fucking Julio on that team.
they had a lot of old guys, basically.
Yeah, if you would have given, I think, Brady some young receivers or younger talent overall, I think Brady looks even better that final year.
Yeah, once all that divorce shit started going public, I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah, that
he's
did.
got all this shit going on. He probably does not give a fuck as much about football right now.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like I don't know about like today, but I still even think like the year after he retired, if he would have played that year, he probably still could have been a 4,000 yard passer. Like that, but Brady's honestly a once in a lifetime type of guy. Just everything about him, it's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah, to be drafted where he was and Bledsoe just magically going down and him taking
Everything,
over
it was
everything. Tom Brady is the like lone example of everything going right for somebody.
it's divine intervention. That's what it was. I truly think that's what it
Because I
was.
mean, there's been players in the league that most NFL fans were rooting for, and the guy just never figures it out.
Well, and before Brady too. I mean, the greatest of all time was who? Joe Montana. That's who many consider the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
So I mean, I also think I saw something like Brady was in the stands for the catch back in the day.
yeah, I think I've heard that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know Brady was a Niners fan.
Yeah, he was. It's kind of funny. He's an owner of the fucking Raiders now, which I
I
still
think
don't know.
I
Yeah.
think that's going to be like Michael Jordan when he was running the Hornets. I don't think it's going to go as well as his playing career.
Well, he's a minority owner. I mean, Al Davis is still like the fucking head honcho, but Brady's probably one of, if not the head football guy for Al Davis. But like the thing is, yeah, it's. But I just wonder like how. I think Brady has gotten better on commentary, but like I just wonder like how long he's gonna do that before he fully does try to, you know, focus on the Raiders, because especially if like they gotta hire a new head coach again, like that's gonna be something to watch. Is like,
Honestly, they need to make Greg Olson the number one guy on Fox. Anyway, I think Greg Olson's just. I'm not even being biased as a Panthers fan. I think most people agree. Greg Olson is not hard to listen to like some commentators. He actually says shit that has meaning going on in the game.
and he doesn't have that annoying fucking voice either that some of these other commentators do.
You will catch him slip up if he's calling a Panthers game sometimes. If we're doing good, he'll get excited and slip up, and you can tell he's cheering for us. I
Yeah,
think you can tell with Troy Aikman sometimes too. They're trying to be professionals, but you can tell they're rooting for their team, man.
I was one fucking Drew Brees.
Jonathan Vilma don't hide it.
Oh no, he doesn't. But see, the thing is, like, I've never tuned into Vilma that much. Like, I don't even think like
Dude, a
everyone
year or
fucking.
two ago, every fucking game we got on Fox was Jonathan Vilma.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's calling our game this Sunday. And like the thing with Vilma though is like sometimes I listen to it, but honestly, I don't even think Vilma's that bad. But dude, I'll tell you, listening to fucking Drew Brees last Sunday, I just wanted him to shut the fuck up. And I'm so
I
glad they
forgot
won
Drew
that game.
Brees was doing commentary already.
I just wanted him to shut the fuck up.
Damn, that bad.
Yeah.
I
But a
think
lot of those
Cam Newton would be fun on commentary.
I don't think they would fucking have Cam do that.
They probably wouldn't trust him to not say something stupid.
Mm-mm. No, Cam's a podcaster.
I mean, shit, you can still find that clip on YouTube. We called a timeout. I don't remember who
Dude,
we were
who is it that
playing,
fucking Cam Newton
but Cam's
interviewed?
walking to the sideline talking to Ron Rivera. He said, I can't keep my fucking cool when these motherfuckers. And then they cut the mic.
No, but who the fuck was it that Cam Newton interviewed on his podcast? That
The Jussie Smollett guy.
No, not him. It was God, who's that? Oh, Charleston White. He did a fucking interview with Charleston White. And did you see that clip of like Cam Newton asked him like name one word to describe each person, and like fucking Charleston White like was fucking just going off, and Cam told him like you gonna get my shit fucking canceled.
Nah, I need to know. Have y'all seen when Ray J was on Cam's shit? That was the
I haven't.
weirdest shit I've ever fucking seen. Ray J's a weird motherfucker. Cam was like, "So you're gay?" He's like, "No, I didn't say that." And Cam was like, "So you keep just basically dancing around saying you're gay or bi? Are you bi?" He said, and then he would start going on some rant about some nonsense. Cam was just looking. I think there's a shot of Cam's face where he's like, "I shouldn't have invited this motherfucker."
Oh yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker is doing side missions now. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I think it's cool though because I think the rest of the NFL fans are getting to see the side of Cam that really only Panthers fans knew for a long time.
I feel like Cam though is more like Cam's more of a Stephen A. Smith, honestly, than he is like a traditional fucking commentator.
Oh, he's got the charisma shit going for him. He's always had that going for him.
That's why,
So it's the only player I've ever seen be able to conduct a wave at Bank of America Stadium.
you know,
Like
we
when he
did
would
the
tell the stadium to reverse it and everything, people would do it on cue beautifully.
yeah we did the wave some at the games last year. We haven't done it any this year, I think.
They need to bring Cam out there on the sideline as a one of the legends for like a game. I think that would fire the crowd up for a
That
home game.
place would fucking explode.
All you have to do is announce Cam Newton's going to be the legend of the game. People will buy tickets.
That place will explode when Cam comes out.
Hell, you remember when we brought him back for a few games a few years ago?
I remember that first time he came
Dude,
out
those
too. Like
games were selling out so
that,
damn fast.
that place exploded. Yeah, it's just like with Vic here in Atlanta. Like that place will.
People
It's
love
gonna.
Cam here, man.
It's gonna be like that when fucking. I feel like Cam and Julio are both in very similar spots. With like fucking Cam with the Panthers and Julio with the Falcons. They're both great players, and like they'll both eventually probably like come around and be inducted into the Ring of Honor and stuff
Shit.
like that. But like, Cam's got problems with Tapper. Julio's got problems with Arthur Blank. That's what I think is holding it back.
Even
So like,
even the late great even the late great 8 Camel Toes used to tell me I was the biggest Cam homer in the Panthers fan base. But I think they should put a statue of Cam Newton hitting a Superman outside the stadium. I think it would lift this fucking suck ass curse off of us. He's the only MVP in team history. Only he's the only offensive rookie of the year in team history, I'm pretty sure too.
I mean,
If
Cam
any of
was.
our players besides Steve Smith or Julius Peppers deserve a statue, it's Cam Newton.
Don't y'all have a Sam Mills statue in front of your stadium?
Yeah, we got the Sam Mills statue.
Well, I mean, think about what y'all were known for, really, kind of before
People give
Cam.
us shit for it. Like, yeah, we know he was with the Dome Patrol and the Saints, but he was also one of
Yeah,
the original Panthers players,
but I
and
mean, also
he became a coach for us. He got diagnosed with cancer. That's where Keep Pounding comes from, and then
was
he died. And we still bring his wife in to the stadium all the time. His kids, hell, his son's been a coach for the Panthers for like 2 decades.
he still a coach for y'all?
One of the Sam Mills has been on. I don't know if he still is, but he was around forever.
Was
I think out of respect for the Mills family, they always give them something to do here.
yeah, no. But like I was gonna say, like before Cam, it's kind of like the thing of kind of like before. I wouldn't say before Vic, but like before Dion here, like before Vic for y'all, like or not before y'all had Cam. I mean, y'all didn't really y'all had those players, but y'all didn't
When we
have
were a young
culture.
team, yeah, we our best players were other teams' players.
Yeah, y'all didn't have that culture
But then
essentially.
we started getting our own culture, like Julius Peppers, Steve Smith,
But Cam was what made that culture move.
Thomas Davis, John Beeson,
Yeah,
Dan Morgan, Luke Kuechly.
but Cam was the center of it. Like that's the thing. Like if they ever like, I'm so glad like they didn't even wait putting Matt in the Ring of Honor because I think he deserved it. But like I just know if Vic or I think Julio will go in eventually. When Julio goes in the Ring of Honor, or if they ever decide to put Vic in the Ring of Honor, the Benz is going to explode for that game.
I honestly think that this offseason they're going to announce Cam Newton is going into our Hall of Honor because quietly, I don't know how many people know, but the Panthers started selling Cam Newton retired Panthers jerseys on the website again.
I did see something about that. So I saw something also. It has to do with Cam hasn't officially retired. and that
But
could be.
I think the NFL and everybody else is realizing like he's going on 40 and he's probably not going to play again.
But yeah,
Because
but
look at Aaron Rodgers. He's in his he's like what 41.
well, how old is Cam though?
He's 36, 37. I think he's 36.
Yeah,
89. He was born in 89.
yeah. So 30. So I mean, yeah, I think Cam, if he officially decides to retire, and he signs the paperwork, y'all probably at that point start bringing him back in.
I just been waiting on them to make things right with him. Because
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think we got to do the
he
same
made
thing with
us like a
Julio.
nationally relevant team for a while. There
We're
were
gonna,
people all over the country who'd never even been here who were like, "Yeah, I like the Panthers, dude."
yeah, no, I mean people that
And
before
when
Cam,
Cam
y'all were
lost, people
essentially
would make
just
fun of it. He was polarizing, man.
y'all
If you
y'all were
loved him, you loved him. If you hated him, you hated him.
yeah. A lot of y'all were just. I mean, before Cam, I mean, the Panthers were essentially they were just known as like, the NFL team and just the team in Charlotte. But when Cam came around,
That had a few good runs with Jake Delhomme and Steve Smith.
yeah. But when Cam came around, he became everything. Like Julio wasn't that, but like Julio was essentially even with Matt Ryan, who was the face of the franchise, Julio was the superstar. So like if it's probably gonna be a situation where Blank's just gonna have to get Julio either on that fucking ranch in Montana or he's gonna have to get him on a yacht and they're gonna have to talk it out. And once they do that, Julio will be joining Matt and everyone else in the Ring of Honor.
Who are y'all playing?
This weekend,
Yeah.
the fucking Jets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be raining like hell up there
Y'all
too.
should win that. That'd put you at 5 wins.
Y'all lose and shit. I mean, Tampa
I don't
loses.
know who the fuck New Orleans Blues.
It don't matter.
Probably
Don't they?
somebody's gonna beat their ass. I'm sure.
Don't they play? Don't they play like New England or someone? No, they play Miami. That's who they play.
Oh yeah, Miami should win, but they've been a weird ass team this year too.
Yeah, I don't know. The Saints aren't relevant.
And the Bucks are playing Arizona, and who knows how that's gonna go with the whole Baker thing. And
Uh, you know, dude, fucking Ben Johnson ripping his fucking shirt off after that.
we know that Jacoby Brissett ain't scared to throw the ball downfield though.
No, he ain't. That's what could keep them in that game, and like that could be scary for Tampa. But we got to face Arizona too. Like I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona beats us with how inconsistent we've been.
As bad as they've been, they play everybody tough. I mean,
Yeah.
they beat us.
Oh yeah.
They play everybody tough. They're just not winning games.
They shoot themselves in the foot. But like they're a perfect
Yeah,
spoiler
because
system.
they every time they'd get right back in that Jags game, they'd do something to fuck it up again.
Yeah.
That's one of the weirdest games I've seen all year, dude. It was back and forth for no fucking reason, not because they were in a shootout, but just because both teams kept fucking up. You ever seen a fuck up shootout? That was the Jags Cards game this year.
Yeah.
The Jags are a pretty good team. They're just, I feel like
They're
they're kind of like us. They're inconsistent.
they're inconsistent, but they have a few more wins. They've
And
been able
I'm
to be on the right side of some of those games.
and Trevor Lawrence feels like Bryce Young to me right now. It's like they both leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah, but like the thing is though, like they could get rid of Lawrence. But, like, are you guaranteed to find better than him? Like that's
Are we
my
guaranteed to find better than Bryce Young?
yeah. Like
I mean,
that's the thing.
we could at least get a quarterback that's 6'1".
Yeah.
I I don't think that Bryce is necessarily a bad quarterback. I really do think that his height is an issue sometimes. Because I've seen plays where there's a receiver open and it's like he can't see the guy. That has to be what it is. Because I feel like if you had like think about it, Cam was like 6'5". He could see over the whole fucking defense.
Yeah.
So he could see the whole field and what he was looking at. I think Bryce can only see like windows through the offensive line sometimes. That's why he likes to like roll out to the left or to the right so he can see in front of him.
Yeah.
Because Cam only rolled out to the left or to the right when the pocket broke down. Bryce has to do it to make a play.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating because I've never been like I was supportive of Bryce or CJ, whichever one we got, but I was never like all in on either one. Like I was like when we drafted Cam, I knew before the NFL draft, like months before, that's who I wanted.
Well, man, quarterbacks just aren't the same coming out today as they were back then.
That dude carried Auburn to the national championship and won.
Yeah. I
And then
I
he carried
honestly,
a Panthers team with Ted Ginn as our number one receiver to a
yeah.
Super Bowl.
I think the last quarterback class I think was actually built like, that great era we were talking about was probably the 2020 class with Burrow and, Herbert
See,
and
I
those
like Burrow
Jordan
too. I
Love.
think, well,
Um,
outside of that, he's starting to become injury prone. I feel like, but outside of that, I think he's like what you want to see in a modern quarterback.
and you think about it, man, Burrow really hasn't had much help. I mean, I think Zach Taylor holds that team back a lot. You want to talk about a dude
Yeah,
who does
Burrow
this the
should be
opposite?
winning MVP awards, dude. He's that good. Like if you
It's like
said
fucking
you
Aaron
got to give
Rodgers in
him
his prime. Yeah.
the play calls, the offense, the help around him to be that guy. He's got the talent to be an MVP, top quarterback in the league type player.
Yeah.
I wanted us to get him, but I knew it was not going to happen.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have a chance in hell to get him that year, but ah, man, I wonder what it might have been. We probably would have ruined his career. I'm sure.
I mean, look what Cincinnati's done. He still dragged their asses to a Super Bowl. That's why,
It's
like,
starting
I
to feel
see.
like it's starting to feel like Carson Palmer 2.0.
I don't even think it's that. It feels more like Dan Marino, in all honesty,
Yeah, that's fair. Because I
or
mean,
or Stafford. Even like Burrow might have to. I guarantee you, if dude,
he'll be
like,
late in his career like
yeah,
Stafford.
either that or if Burrow does get out of there this season, like, this is just a very like random thought. It probably doesn't happen. Imagine Burrow going to Minnesota.
Dude, I was just talking about Minnesota the other day. I'm like, why does nobody talk about how fucking dumb it is that every other year Minnesota changes their quarterback?
Yeah.
And they've been doing it since they got rid of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Then there was honestly, like, all things considered, there was really not much reason to actually get rid of Darnold. I get he didn't have the strongest finish last year, but
I don't know why they would have got rid of him to begin with. He had the
yeah,
best year of his career. He might
like,
not have had a good playoff game, but
now you see what the fuck he's doing up in
the
Cincinnati.
Vikings were dangerous last year. I mean, now it's like, who cares? It's Minnesota, man.
Like, imagine if like Minnesota, they just sent the house over for Burrow this off season. Like, they send McCarthy and like just a couple firsts and seconds and maybe a defensive player over. And like they just bring Burrow. I mean, He'd have his LSU guy in Jefferson. He'd have Addison. It'd be a
I don't
very
know. I
talented
think the
team.
Bengals would be dumb to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, if Burrow wants out too, that could be another thing.
Yeah, that's possible, but I feel like Burrow's one of those guys who's going to be loyal until they fuck him over.
Well, I don't know how much longer Burrow can fucking, take being over there, getting injured every year, and just fucking barely missing out on the playoffs. It kind of feels like he's going to have to take a stand eventually. And Minnesota would be the perfect place for him to get traded, I think.
Hmm. Interesting. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hopefully, Tampa loses.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, look, I say I'm trying to stay level headed at the end of the day with this because, like, we shouldn't even be in this spot of competing in the division. But, like, if we win this week and Tampa starts fucking up, like, y'all have a tough schedule remaining, it's. I mean, Kirk is that guy that where he just randomly goes on. It's like whenever you just start counting Kirk Cousins out and you're just about ready to give up on him, he fucking goes and he proves everyone wrong.
I don't know, man. I feel like Kirk is starting to head towards Andy Dalton. Like
It's
he looks a
possible.
little bit less like Kirko these days.
Well, I mean, on Sunday though, I mean, granted, it was against the Saints, but he
I
didn't.
mean, 199 yards and 2 touchdowns is a good game, though.
It is, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Kirk probably. Do I think we make the playoffs? No, that's not something I think you bet on. But like, could he have one more of like? I don't think it's a 500-yard game, but like, could he have another 350-yard, 3 touchdown game in him in prime time this year? Yeah, I think it's possible.
Isn't Mooney out?
No, Mooney's back, and Mooney's this guy too. Drake is out this week, and I'm kind of glad Drake
Drake
isn't playing on
London.
that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
isn't playing on that turf.
That's who I was thinking about.
But like, dude, regardless, we might be in trouble next year with the quarterback situation.
Drake.
We might be in trouble next year with the quarterback situation. That's why, like, I guess the best thing you can hope for is like it ends up like a fucking situation with the Colts, but I don't think that's where it's going. I think with this coaching staff, we're gonna be stuck in the same fucking purgatory until they decide to get rid of them. That's what makes it like so rough right now still is it feels like by this point we should have been better.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. I forgot we play this week in fantasy.
Oh, we do, yeah.
And I got off to the shittiest start this week because Lamar barely did anything. The Packers seem to have Jameer Gibbs' number.
Yeah. No, I gotta snap this losing streak.
Derrick Henry did I.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, yeah.
I should have started
Damn, I
Jared
should have. I
Goff.
should have fucking, dude. Like I'm fucking up bad. I had Jamar on my fucking. I forgot to put him back in the starting lineup, and he had fucking 18 points for me. Dude, I
Yeah, I
fucked
should
up.
have started Jared Goff. He did way better than Lamar.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, dude.
Now I'm projected to lose. I was projected to whoop your ass at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
At least I got the tiebreaker over ACL Will.
But I don't know, dude. At the same time, does it ever kind of feel like at this point that you're like, this is supposed to be when the season's most exciting, but it also gets you starting to think, like, especially like, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, like, damn, before we know it, like, it's going to be all over before we know it.
You just gotta live in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how ATL Will clinched his division, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I just clinched a playoff spot. That was it. It's been super competitive in that league this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
I
might have
went
to.
out early this morning to see some fucking deals. Do they even fucking do Black
What, the
Friday
Black
around
Friday
here?
shit?
Yeah, I went out early today. Saw what they had going on.
I was asleep. I gotta go to work in a few hours.
Oh yeah, that's right. You work that graveyard.
Yeah, I thought we'd have a little bit better luck with getting some NFC South guys up here.
Yeah, well,
We
yeah,
can't speak for Saints and Bucks fans.
yeah. Nah. I don't really even know. I mean, like a lot of these guys, though. Like I haven't heard from Jay. I haven't talked to J Dub in a couple of years, actually. Because like I used to keep in touch with him, like say very seldomly on Twitter, but like I've fucking lost two Twitter accounts. I'm on my third one. So I mean, you're really like,
Yeah, you gotta stick
really-
to the football on there. What the fuck you
shit.
doing?
It's kind of hard to though with all the shit going on.
Because that's why I was trying to figure out how to tell you to check your damn lineup in the league, and I was like, where? Did he lose another damn account? Uh,
I don't know. You're not even supposed to lose your account on Twitter for saying stuff, but I guess they'll fucking report your ass. Well, I think, and I actually know what it was the previous time. The latest account I lost, it was this one um bitch that ended up fucking, I think, reporting me because like we fucking got into a little bit.
that's tragic.
Yeah.
Twitter's just like that. People are fucking. They just be arguing just to argue on there.
Yeah.
That's why I just ignore motherfuckers sometimes. Like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and argue with you for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It wasn't even a long argument though. It was just like we fucking got in it for a few minutes over, it wasn't even on like general Twitter. Isn't a fucking message group. We got into it. Like she fucking
Nah,
reported me.
that's even gayer.
Yeah. I said some shit, we all what my finest moment, but hey.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
Hey, I don't know what else we could really fucking talk about. Dude, I'm kind of fucking I was looking at the TV listings. Obviously there's football on. There's nothing good on TV that's on tonight, dude. Like I kind of think that's fucked up.
YouTube it is tonight.
Shit. Well, I mean, we'll fucking watch this Texas A&M game, and then fucking there's football all week, and that's what's good. But like, I can't believe that like this is the last week of regular season for college. Like, that's when, for me, when college football starts to wrap up, that's when you know shit is getting real.
Yeah, there's not many weeks left.
Mm-mm.
I think there's 5 games left after this week, or 5 weeks left.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Then the
It's
playoffs.
all coming down to this.
Hey, that's how it goes
Still
every
waiting on
year.
my team to wake up and realize we still have a fucking chance.
Hey,
Stop
yeah.
talking about next year when you have a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Damn, go out there and
We
fucking
still
play
take a
like you
chance.
want it. But damn, be the
And
first group of Panthers players in years that makes people say, okay, they
you
got
know what?
something now.
Yeah, you gotta listen. At the end of the day, like in most cases, you gotta make the fucking playoffs to like I think get the attention of the city.
Which, if we somehow find a way to make the playoffs, I definitely am going to try to be there.
Even if like y'all win it at like 9 wins, dude, like that's gonna be when you go so long without getting in. If you, it doesn't even matter like what your regular season record was. If you get in, dude, like yeah, that place will be rocking.
That's what I was saying. That'd be the loudest our stadium's been in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I think that Charlotte could use a little bit of that. I think the Carolinas as a whole could use a little bit of that. It's been a while. We could use something positive because we know it ain't the fucking Hornets. Especially
Well,
now that LaMelo, my ankle fucking hurts ball, wants out.
well, I've been seeing that like in 20 years they're saying Charlotte's going to be just as big as Atlanta.
Oh, that place is getting big all the time, man. They're building a fucking bridge with the word Charlotte on it somewhere off on 85 coming into Charlotte now.
Oh my god, yeah. No, they did that here in Atlanta somewhere. It's like
Yeah,
got
people were joking
straight.
that we were just copying y'all.
Yeah.
And I was
Which
like,
like
well, I've heard a lot of people call Charlotte mini Atlanta.
well, I mean, yeah. Just fucking copy everything we do. But like we put all this new shit up and like yeah, it's gentrification, but like they're putting all
Oh,
this new
yeah.
shit up. I'm like, where the fuck are y'all even finding the space for it? Because
What
I'm like,
pisses me off is with the gentrification shit is it's even like surrounding counties here now.
oh yeah, they'll
And it's
put
like,
like
bro, you couldn't have just kept that shit in Charlotte, man.
well, I mean, they bring all the business to the surrounding counties, and that's where they bring like the fucking the little shopping centers and all that stuff and the restaurants and stuff. But like it's pushing all the fucking, low
That's what I was
income
saying the
down.
other day to somebody. Is like, man, there were like fields, sometimes of just grass or trees when I was a kid that I would look at, and it was just like, man,
Oh yeah.
like fucking nature is beautiful type shit as a kid. And now you go back and there's like fucking, it's just stores where that shit was at. And you're like, this is kind of fucking depressing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Tearing down
And
all
like
the beautiful nature of this fucking area to just put up like fucking Walmart or Dollar General or
And do
something.
you even notice like those stores like back in the 90s and early 2000s? I used to go back and look like those stores, like even their designs and stuff. There was so much more color and life to it back then than there is today. Just like with the basic, like look at the fucking McDonald's is over the years and like how McDonald's went from back in the 90s,
All
colorful,
colorful.
red,
It looks depressing and corporate
full of
now.
yeah, all depressing and corporate now.
I don't know why. What's up with all these brands doing like they've all made their logos look corporate and everything too.
Yeah,
It's like
Cracker Barrel
they've
tried to do
taken
that.
the fun out of everything.
Cracker Barrel tried to do that shit. I'm so fucking glad everyone put a stop to that.
It's like, bro, you like in the '90s and the 2000s, we didn't necessarily mind watching commercials because commercials were actually entertaining.
Oh yeah. Now it's just like a fucking snooze fest.
It pisses me off now on YouTube. It's like, buy our product, give us your fucking money, buy. We don't give a fuck. Are your bills due? Give us the fucking money anyway. That's what I hear every time I get an ad on YouTube.
Yeah. It's the same shit.
It just pisses me off. It's like you can't be creative like they used to be, bro. Remember like the
What
old
is
Taco Bell commercials and shit?
I got
Like
a question for you. Do you know what the number one social media platform is? Is it TikTok?
it might be. I would think Twitter's up there.
I think, yeah, I do know Twitter was, I think, number one, or Twitter's probably still at the top. It might be TikTok now. Yeah, I just saw, and I just like saw that shit also. They're like, you know, I'm about to die.
Yeah, I've heard people on YouTube give props to the sports people on TikTok, and I'm like, dude, y'all must have found some cool people because back when I used to use that shit, all the sports people I seen on there had the worst takes I've ever fucking heard.
Back on
Like
TikTok.
that's yeah, it sounded like they had never even watched the game. They just like to talk about it.
Well, the thing is also like the thing with TikTok, I think it's way easier to get famous on TikTok than YouTube. It's way easier to make something blow up. Because on TikTok, like, dude, those hashtags, like, it's not even just that. There's a certain few hashtags on TikTok that I've noticed, like, will automatically get your shit more viewed. And, like, if you just follow the trend at that time on TikTok, your shit's gonna blow up. Whereas, like, with YouTube, like, I really do think it comes down to just, like, honestly, the algorithm.
Pretty much, bud. How you doing there? Shit. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, man. It is what it is.
Oh, shoot.
Uh, I just wanted to pull this up one more time.
That's called a salty fan right there.
Shout out to everybody that came through the
Yeah.
Jerry awesomeness. Daniel Barry. He's fucking everywhere, dude.
Oh, did you see that thing about that one guy and what he did?
What guy?
The one who got arrested?
Oh,
You know who
yeah.
I'm talking about. We
Yeah.
don't gotta say names.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no comment.
Mm. Shit.
Uh, I'm hoping for a fucking any given Sunday type miracle this week. So I guess we'll fucking. I'm not gonna be surprised if we get our asses whooped. At least I'm being honest about it. You
Yeah.
can't call me a fucking homer, people.
Well, they're the best team in the league, dude. I mean, why?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what Matthew Stafford would be like if he had got drafted to a team that wasn't a mess of a fucking franchise like Detroit was at the
Oh
time?
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is though, is like I just feel like it's tough to say too. Like, sure, if Matthew Stafford was with a stable team, then he might be like a top 5 of every fucking stat and category, but at the same time, dude, it's just sometimes that's just how things go. Damn, he fucking pulled a suplex on him.
Damn, we fucking put a suplex on him. My God.
He's dead.
Yeah, somebody get JR to do commentary
That
over like the
man had a
highlights.
family, damn it.
If we do get our asses whooped, I might have to get some sort of JR commentary for to get the highlights of the game. And by God, the Carolina Panthers are getting their asses whooped.
Yeah. Have you been seeing all these new fucking WrestleMania ads they're putting out?
Hell no, I ain't barely been keeping up with that shit for a while now.
Yeah, they're trying to hype WrestleMania up very big now, which, I mean, I guess they kind of know they can't have another shitty underwhelming Mania like they did this past year, but like, because if they do, like I've already kind of said, like I'm probably gonna take a step
Do
back
not
and
be
watch it again.
surprised if Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah.
in Saudi. I think they love him out there.
It'll be the fucking Jey Uso thing all
I
over again.
honestly think LA Knight should have already had a push by now.
Yeah, I don't honestly, man, an LA Knight push at this point would kind of just it would kind of just feel like whatever. I wouldn't even be that excited for it. He should have gotten it 3 years ago when everyone was fucking
And you can tell
over
they
the
still don't
moon.
trust Braun Breaker to be the guy.
The thing with that is like they fucking do you notice like now more than ever
Braun Breaker could be like the next Brock Lesnar Goldberg type dude.
it feels like now more than ever they have Heyman fucking being the basically being the jack off guy for the company and he's jacking everything off. The thing with Braun Breaker is like, what are they even fucking calling him? Like the future WrestleMania or something like that. Like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, how many times are you gonna keep calling this guy the fucking future? Like, it's a thing.
Yeah, because back in the day, they were calling Brock Lesnar the next big thing for like a year when he was like 20 something.
Yeah.
And then he's had like Beast and all this other shit
Oh
since then.
damn. That's that fucking quarterback for A&M. He's down on the ground. He looks like he's in pain. Oh.
Sometimes you see players go down and you're like, I'm not even sure what in the fuck happened.
Yeah. It looks like it's fun.
But sometimes those are the worst ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like something in his leg.
F.
Rest in peace.
Well, that could also be the grade for the NFC South too.
Oh yeah.
D minus maybe.
Well,
D maybe.
B, yeah,
Tampa
probably.
would be pulling us up to a D.
Maybe a C minus, just because Tampa got off to a 5-1 start. C minus.
Well, I got some shit I got to take care of before I go to work, so I'm gonna wrap it up.
I'll catch you next time.
I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you for coming up, man. Jerry, we'll see you next time, Jerry. I'm gonna hold you to it, Jerry. I'm gonna give you shit if you say something else next time, Jerry. Awesomeness, Daniel Barry, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Well, keep pounding. That's it. The show's over. While y'all still watching,
Let's go
I see you.
Falcons.
I'm looking at the two people watch right now. I know who you are. While you still watching, I can
It's
see you
yin.
right now.
It's yin and yang, and we know you're fucking stalking. We're gonna come behind your house tonight.